My topic today will be the unfailing love of God. While I was reading chapter 8 of Romans in the New Testament, I found how much unfailing love God has for His people who walk in His path, in the path of righteousness. And it is written there, those who live by the righteousness of God, the law of sin and death, they get free from this. There are many laws in the Old Testament in which it is written about many sins, and with every sin there is a punishment, there is a law, and there is death. But when God has sent His Son Jesus, He sent the righteous path for us to follow, to read, and then to teach others, to impart that knowledge. Until and unless you read or even hear, you will not get the knowledge. So it is very important to either read or hear, as you cannot become a doctor unless you do the study of being a doctor. So as to be a righteous person, you should know what God talks about through His Son, the righteous path. Again it is written about the carnals. The carnal minded are enmity to God. The carnal minded are the ones who are too worldly, and they run after the flesh and the things of this world. When your mind is so preoccupied in such things, then how will you know the righteous path? You won't. So it is written that to know the righteous path, be in the company of the righteous people. Because there are two kinds of spirit, the spirit of bondage and the spirit of adoption, which is written in Romans chapter 8 verse 14. The spirit of bondage is the bondage that we live with our mind too much occupied in the worldly things, about fear, the fear of your children, the fear of this world, the fear of old age, the fear of your home, everything you fear. You do not let God look after your things. If you are righteous, every faculty of your life is looked after by God. There is no fear in that. There is, in the righteousness, the fear goes away. Therefore it is written, another spirit, besides the spirit of bondage, there is a spirit of adoption. When you are following the path of God and you are in the knowledge, then you are in the spirit of adoption. God adopts His children. Now you can call Him your Father, Abba, which is, as a child, has the greatest faith in their father. So is anyone who lives a righteous life has faith in the God who is now his Father. There will be people, many people, who will try and trap you and try and harm you. But when God is your witness, when God is your protector, anything which the devils or devilish people do, the carnal ones do, nothing is going to affect you because he is your witness of the truth. The evil will put many untruth things against you or hurt you. Even if you sit with them, they will speak some harsh words. They will try and put you down for things that are not even there. Because any person who is righteous in the sight of God is adopted by God, a child of God. So even when they sit with them, the evilness within them feels suffocated, and they will always try to say things and words which could hurt them. But do not bother about that, because when God is with you, who can be against you? The spirit of kindness comes. We saw that the spirit of bondage always creates fear. When Daniel was in the lion's den, he was punished for something which he has not even done. But they accused him. 3 people who were working with him. And when they found him more creative, more powerful, and more spiritual in his ways, then they all got together to accuse him. And when they accused him, the king punished, which was wrong. Because the evil ones have accused which the things they have not done, because they had to put weightage on the punishment. But God was there. The mouth of the lions were closed, and he was found alive. So those who accused were put to death. In the same way, the 3 other boys who were righteous in their ways and they never left God were put in the furnace, which was heated 7 times more so that they die. And they were bounded with ropes. The fire, the bondage, everything was there. And what people saw, that instead of 3, there were 4. Because the righteous person is always protected by God. So God had sent his protective angel, the archangel Michael. And people said that we had put 3 people inside the furnace, but they were 4. That is a lesson to impart with the younger children also. That if you are walking in the righteous path, any amount of people torturing you or putting you into bad light doesn't matter at all. When God is with you, who can be against you? No one. They will fall flat. Because when God can save the 3 righteous people in the fire by sending his protective angel, Lord Michael, so does God protect you also when you are on a righteous path. Let people say anything, do anything to you, nothing matters. Even it is written in the same chapter that the creation which God so lovingly made, when that creation also is destroyed by people, the humanity is destroyed by people, the earth cries and the God saves. So many times, so many kind of people come on this earth who create so much of disturbance, and the bad ideologies are so much praised by people, which actually is sinful. God comes, he takes over and protect the righteous people. The good will always be saved. because the humanity is being destroyed by the humanity itself. There were times when people were in their later stages of life, they were so godly, they were so towards the scriptures. The sitting with them, you learn so much. I learned so much from the older people that I had in my life as a young girl. So many things we learn right from our childhood. It is not the world that teaches us, it is the home that teaches us. The older people who used to have the scriptures in all read nice. It could be any religion, any scripture. Every scripture is so good. And they would learn, they knew so much. I would sit for hours and hours with my grandmother and hear so many good things of life, of scripture, of the world. Today, when we sit with the older generations, they have nothing to impart to the younger ones. Because, as I say always, instead of having the beads or the Bible or the good scripture in the hand to impart something good, they have this worldly mobile with them. They are so connected with the rubbish of this world that they have disconnected themselves from God. You never come satisfied. I kind of a person never come satisfied sitting with them also. Because if they can't impart good things, what is the point in having such an experience of age when you have nothing to give to the mankind? The humanity is being destroyed by the humanity these times. If there are few people who can impart something good, do it as much as you can. Let people hear you so that some sense prevails, that we bring some change in this world, some goodness in this world, and a belief that if you walk in the path of righteousness, any amount of people come and hurt you, humiliate you, accuse you, do anything to you, remember, when God is with you, nobody can be against you. When the sun shines, the darkness goes away. He is the one who protects you. He is the one who reveals the truth. You do not have to do anything. Just stay in your prayers, stay on the path of righteousness, and learn as much as you can from your scriptures. You hear them, read them, or follow anyone you feel like. This was my message today about the unfailing love of God. All you have to be is in the righteous path. And you are adopted by the Spirit of God. Foggy morning today, but beautiful weather. Good morning to all of you. This is Anita Binepal speaking from Mussoorie. Do like, subscribe and share my channel. Thank you all of you who like and follow and listen to whatever knowledge I have gained from my older people and by reading and the experiences of life. Try and become as righteous as you can in the sight of God. There is never any problem for you and nobody can harm you when God is with you. Thank you so much for watching and God bless you all. The name of my channel is The Words of Wisdom Decoded by Anita Binepal. And this is Anita Binepal speaking from Mussoorie. Thank you so much.